territory to another, you know, bleeding and going hours, and he was a warrior. I got a lot of respect. How you gonna feel what's going on out there? You know, you have to. To me, ad lib was so much more fun. You could find out what was working well, you know, and sometimes nothing worked, you know, but hey, sometimes you can line up everything from A to B and it not work, you know, so. Well, I was anxious to see what was going to happen. I felt confident that I would have a job because I felt confident in my abilities. And I knew some of the people up north, you know, that were in key office positions. I knew some of them since I was a little boy. It's my job now to make sure this goes right. And if you're going to disrespect me and our friendship enough to do this right in my face, then I ain't going to have a problem telling them. But you couldn't find anybody better to learn psychology from. You know, it started to me, the NWO was a huge, huge thing. But to me, one of the big mistakes that they made is when they tried to make every heel in the territory be an NWO. You know, I mean, stuff happens, you know, road is the road. When you start losing people, though, that's the worst, you know, and we lost a lot of people from my generation. That's the worst part of the road, and especially when you're out there in the middle of it and something happens, and you have to keep going. And I knew that little Daniel, I don't know exactly what the deal was with Daniel, but there was something, you know, and Chris never did talk about it, but he always watched me, because my son, my autistic son, they were friends of mine, and it was just like in your face every day, every channel you turned on. It was hard to get away from. But anything, meet him and know him without liking him. Sometimes you have to think, oh, come on, man, don't do that to yourself. And then they would start to give him a gimmick, and then they'd take it away, and they'd start to do something, and they'd take it away. And then finally he got frustrated and came up to WWE and became a star. Then they had to have him.
Yep.
That's like I said earlier. You just have to get away by yourself. I mean, I was on depression pills for a while, and then I got to where I couldn't feel nothing. You know, I was like, well, I don't feel happy, but I don't feel sad no more, but I don't feel happy either. And I was so upset, I just went and walked by myself out. It was night, and there was a walk at my house that I could take. It would take me down by a water reservoir. And tears couldn't come up. They just couldn't. And I was so sad inside, but tears did not come up. Everybody has to deal with it their own way. But if you're in our business long enough, there's going to come a time where either because of all the BS involved, or because you never see your family, or because you're hurt and you ain't got a chance to be off, you know, there's something that will bring you down eventually. And you just have to learn to try and focus on something else. And